Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the month of June 2021. We are going to jump right in here and we're just going to see what comes up for you for the month of June. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what is going on for you this month, Scorpio. But Scorpio, let's see here. This is looking pretty nice so far. I feel like you're coming away from a conflict for sure. Yeah, this looks good. So let's see here, Scorpio. Scorpio, you start off with the purity card here. So this can be a card of things becoming more pure. I am getting like cleansing as well going on for you. I'm getting surgery for some of you. Again, I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice. But if you are having surgery or something like that, or a procedure being done, then I do feel like it will be, it looks successful to me here. I feel like I feel like there's a success here. I feel like saying you've picked the right person. Again, if you are having surgery, maybe you pick the doctor or whatever. The King of Swords is a card of like ultimate wisdom. So I feel like you picked the right person. I feel like saying that for all of you. If you need a lawyer, if you need some sort of expert for something, and you are picking a person, to me, the King of Swords basically says that you are picking the right person or you have picked the right person for the job. So I definitely like to see that energy for you here, but definitely like a very cleansing energy going on here. You have the diligence card here as well. I would definitely do your due diligence is what I'm getting. Sometimes every once in a while, it doesn't happen frequently, but every once in a while, to me, the King of Swords basically says, if you have a problem, there's a person with your answers. With the King of Swords. The King of Swords represents like an expert or a mentor, and so it can represent hiring an expert, but it could also be you doing the research on your own and finding an expert and like watching their YouTube videos or reading their book or something like that. So kind of like the first message I'm getting off your reading is no matter what you're going through, at this time, I feel like finding an expert, finding that one person who knows what they're talking about, and doing your due diligence, making sure that it's a person who doesn't just walk the walk, just talk the talk, they walk the walk. Doing that, I feel like is going to solve your problems, if you have any, very quickly. You might not have problems. Maybe there's good things. Maybe you're dealing with good things, right? Maybe you want to make more money. This could say maybe there's a person who has the same job as you, who knows more than you, who could guide you on how to do that. So I would do your research, but this looks really good. And again, it could be something for free. This doesn't have to be something that costs money, but you're gonna have to put in the work. You have the Five of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Swords here. I get this like round and round decision popping into my head here, Scorpio, in this first row. I feel like you've been trying to make a choice, trying to make a decision for a very long period of time. It's like she's like got these 5 pawns in front of her on this Five of Wands here. It's kind of like a different Five of Wands, and she's got like 5 people in front of her. For some of you, could be people, could be anything. And it's like she's like holding 2, but then she's like looking at the other 3, I feel intuitively here. And she's like, wait, do I want this one over here? It's almost like she's conflicted on like what to choose in her life. And I feel like this is leading to, like, I almost get like 7 of Pentacles vibes here, Scorpio. 7 of Pentacles is analysis paralysis. And I get that energy here where it's almost like you have too many options. It's almost like you have too many choices. And that could be leading to kind of some challenges here. Really, your solution to that is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is a card that says simplify. It is a very good card. It's a card of victory as well. And right up next, you have the Six of Wands, which is another victory coming in for you here. But I do feel like this is kind of like saying that maybe you need to break things down. Maybe you need to kind of simplify things at this time. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by a decision or a choice, I kind of get that feeling here, then I feel like you need to like break, kind of either quickly remove some choices in your life, or you need to kind of simplify things. I feel like that will make your decision making a little bit easier. The Ace of Swords can represent a decision. It can represent a choice that you're making. So it is a very decisive kind of cutting energy. But let's look into this here, Scorpio, and see where this is going. You have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, for some of you, it's like difficult to walk away from something here. I feel like time, it's like one of those things where I feel for you, Scorpio, you've invested a lot of time, effort, and energy into something. So it's more of the emotional letting go that is keeping you stuck here with the Eight of Swords. It's not but I feel like it's not so much the physical thing. It's like mentally, you know the right thing to do is to walk away from something. Emotionally, you're having a little bit of a harder time walking away from something. For some of you, it could be a person. For others, I do feel this is actually like a job or a business that you are having a hard time walking away from. But there's just something better. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say there's just something better. And you have the Ten of Cups, fortune after difficulty. It's like you can no longer lie to yourself. Is what I'm getting here. It's like you could be in a job. It sucks. You know it sucks. But maybe you have like emotional connections there. Maybe you've been there for a very long period of time, but there's just like something that is so much better that you can't ignore. It's like, so I feel in a lot of ways, you just can't, it's like there's no way you can stay stuck, which is a good thing, Scorpio. I like this message a lot. There is just something better, and you can no longer ignore it. For some of you, it's like in business. I feel like the challenge is the amount of time. It's like if you have a business that you've invested a lot of time, effort, and energy into, it's like going to be hard to let go of for something new. But I feel like there's just like this pull that you cannot ignore. Something is pulling you towards, kind of like a new business. If this is business. If this is love, it's like something is pulling you away from a past person and it's pulling you towards someone new. Again, for a lot of you, if you're being pulled away from a past person, I don't think you're still with that person. I feel like you've experienced a loss or a breakup here, but maybe you've been holding on to them for a while, or vice versa. Maybe they've been holding on to you, but it's like there's something much better that you can't ignore. It's this Ace of Swords. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, total turnaround, luck, major success, a victory coming in for you. I love this. This is good reading. The Wheel of Fortune is your destiny. So it's like this, whatever you're walking away from, whatever you can't ignore, is leading you closer towards your victory. You have the community card. For the past 2 months, pretty much everybody has been getting this community energy. I mean, whenever we have something that pulls us apart, like, COVID, for example, I do feel that there's a lot of stuff that is going to cause us to come back together, right? So for a lot of you, I just feel like, and for pretty much everybody, I feel like it's just the situation that we've been in is causing people to like want to be more part of a community, or is needing us to be more part of a community. And again, if you're still worried about COVID, this does not have to be in person. You could be building a community or working on a community online, or you could be socializing online or something like that. So I do feel like community is very important at this time. Pretty much, what I've been saying for the past 2 years is that if you want to be super successful, and then over the next like decade and the next 10 years, or really until like 2026 and beyond, of course, but 2026 is when I feel we'll kind of reach the height of the benefits of co-creation. I don't think it'll stop after that. I think it's going to be one of those years where it's like everybody's co-creations kind of come together, if that makes sense, right? Where everything kind of culminates. What I would say here is that co-creation is going to be very successful for you. You have the Six of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Lovers showing up here. It's like a victory with that Six of Wands. I do feel like this could be new love coming in for you here, and it could be someone who's very passionate, who is very interested in you here. I feel like this person is being guided. It's almost like you're being guided towards each other, I feel, with this hummingbird. On this Six of Wands here, it's almost like going for that flower, but I feel like the universe is kind of the one that's holding that flower out in front of you, guiding you, and I feel like they're being guided towards you as well. So for those of you that are looking for new love, this is definitely new love coming into your life. Could be a fire sign, could be any sign. This is just a general reading, but I feel like it'll make you very happy. For others, I feel like this is saying you need to be guided by your desires, especially right now. Because remember, I was saying there's like something you can't ignore, and it's because I feel like you desire it too much. It's like the fire inside of you is just like building and building and building and building, I feel, and it's just becoming too hard to ignore. It's like the Knight of Wands can be very simple. It can say that something brings you more joy than what you're doing right now. Could be in love, business, health, money, spirituality, doesn't matter, right? My readings are big picture readings. So, it could be anything in your life that just makes you happier than everything else. And the Knight of Wands, the trick with the Knight of Wands is, guess what? When we focus on what brings us joy, when we focus on what brings us happiness, we kind of become more happy, right? And our life becomes better. And literally, look, it's like this Six of Wands, it's like that hummingbird is being kind of led forward by that flower that it's going to. So I feel like the universe is kind of like holding something out in front of you that you truly desire to do. And it's different than what you've been doing. Boom, right here. And so you're being kind of like moved away from the old. You're being guided towards the new here. 4 Cups. And The Page of Cups want to pop out there. I don't take pop outs, but definitely something that we will note here, Cancer. You have the Queen of Swords here. You have the Ace of Cups. And you have the Six of Cups here as well. So, love it. Like I said, the Queen of Swords is finally, like, clarity, understanding the direction. Again, if we're, pretty simply, I would say, Scorpio, it's like, I think that a better way to live is if we're experiencing resistance, in a certain direction, if things don't make sense, it's probably not for us, right? If we move in another direction in our lives and things become more clear, probably is for us. And I feel like that's what the Queen of Swords is saying. Ace of Cups, look, it's like literally the hand of God making you an offer that is going to cause your emotions to overflow. It's going to be something that makes you extremely happy. This is a good reading. Six of Cups, card of happiness. Six of Cups is also a gift from the universe. The Six of Cups, to me, represents a turnaround. It basically, the gift we receive with the Six of Cups is obstacles being removed from a path that we've tried to go down before. So I really feel, that's kind of like what I feel there. There's just, obstacles being removed from your life. Love it. Next, you have the Lizard Spirit. This card kind of says don't give up, number one. So I feel like some of you need to keep pushing. Don't give up on a goal, wish, or dream. For others, it is a very creative energy. So I feel like, it's kind of asking you to be less King of Swords, logical, more creative at this time. You have the King of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the King of Pentacles here. I almost feel like it's saying, don't be too logical. Again, she has all these swords pointing towards her head. It's also, the Ten of Swords is a card to me that says something is dead, done, over with. Whatever has been keeping you stuck for a very long period of time. And I feel like you need to trust that. I do feel like some of you are worried about letting go of something you've been doing for a long time, especially if it's like a business or, again, like I was saying at the beginning of the reading, if there's something you've been investing a lot of your time, effort, and energy into, I mean, obviously that would be very scary to let that go. Obviously, it would be very, kind of challenging or worrying if you were to step away from that. And that's kind of like the energy I get here. But I do feel this reading is saying, let go of your fears. I also feel like you need to add more, I feel like this row is missing very creative energy. So I feel like being creative or getting more creative is going to be very beneficial for you. And that's what I would try to do with this energy. I would try to tap into more your creative potential with this energy. But overall, I kind of like this here. The King of Pentacles to me is you building something permanent, but I want to get more details on that. So let's see here, Scorpio. You have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, don't trick yourself. Also, Seven of Swords says don't be a lone wolf. Make sure that you are allowing people to help you, community, co-create with other people. I would also be careful of anyone coming back from the past. Queen of Swords with the Six of Wands is you getting more clear. I'm kind of getting a side message here for some of you that you could be dealing with a person where it's they pop their ugly little head up over here with the King of Swords and the Seven of Swords. But King and Queen of Swords to me are divine counterparts, but they're the worst. They're the worst divine counterparts. So if you have someone coming back from the past who lied, cheated, stole, who caused problems, don't go back. Plain and simple, right? Keep moving forward. It's you're going in the right direction. The universe is saying, hey, we got your back. We're leading you in this direction. Don't allow things from the past to mess you up here, Scorpio. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. Much better divine counterparts. And the Nine of Cups, something you've been wishing for here. So I feel for a lot of you that there's someone much, much better coming in for you right here. This person is a true lover with the Lovers and someone who's going to be truly good to you here as well. But I feel a little bit of overthinking. Again, as far as love is concerned, you could be holding on. You could be stuck a little bit in the past here. And again, I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying. And this could say that letting go of the past, which you could be having a hard time doing, because of your time investment, could actually, letting go of it will lead to this here, something you're truly wishing for. Queen and King of Pentacles. That's a permanent relationship. That's a power couple, really, in a lot of ways. So I feel let go of the past. For others, I feel like this says you have more than enough resources. Like I always say to the water signs in general, because it always comes up for all of you, I feel like you need to realize that you're not starting from zero. If you're restarting a business, it's all the time, effort, and energy you put in over here that you're afraid of losing, you're not losing that. You gained a bunch of wisdom. It's like you're starting from a place of years and years and years and years of wisdom. So it's like you're not starting from scratch. I feel like that's what you need to realize here. I think too many people, it's like they stop doing, it's like they don't do something, or they don't stop doing something that isn't working and start something new because it's like they're afraid of starting over. But like what I think people need to realize is like you're not starting over. Like if I were to quit this channel and start a new channel, I do have a new channel, but I'm just saying, if I were to start a new channel, and quit this one, which isn't gonna happen. Don't worry, Scorpio. Then what would happen basically is that new channel would probably grow a lot faster because I'm starting from a place of knowledge. I'm starting from a place of knowing what works, knowing what doesn't work, experimenting, trying new things, all that other stuff. Right? That's what's going on here. It's like you're not starting from zero if you're starting something new, is what this reading is saying. You're moving closer towards your destiny here, Scorpio. I just want to clarify this a little bit. Yeah, Ace of Wands, definitely a very passionate new beginning here as well. You're going to be very happy. Four Wands, marriage. Like I said, if you're getting into a relationship, there's a lot of desire here. And the Queen of Wands, boom. All this Wands energy. There's a creativity that I was saying was missing from this row over here. So it's like, if you feel stuck, if you feel trapped, if you feel like you can't, work your way out of a paper bag, then I feel like this is saying you need to get creative, because that creative energy is going to unlock all this beautifulness that's over here as well. So love it. Pretty simple. So thank you for being here, Scorpio. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Scorpio, and definitely enjoy your month.